Welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be learning all about the online ordering system of MyRestaurantTheme. And first of all, you should be already familiar with how to create menu cards and individual food items. If you don't know how to do that yet, then please stop now and go ahead and watch those tutorials. So let's get into the online ordering system of MyRestaurantTheme. And you'll probably already know that there's a very robust online ordering system built right into your website. Once you start using the MyRestaurantTheme, you'll be able to set up your home delivery service, your takeaway service, and you'll also be able to accept bank cards, credit cards right away through PayPal. So let's just have a look at the steps and how you would go about setting that up. So first of all, we'll go to our WordPress dashboard and we'll need to create a checkout page. And just go to Pages and add new page. And you can call it basically whatever you want. I'll just call it checkout. And you don't need to put anything into the description area or set a featured image because this is just going to be a container. And MyRestaurantTheme will actually generate info into this page once someone places an order. So basically you just call it whatever you want. You can set a parent page for it. If you don't, then it will just be a subdirectory of your main URL. And once you're satisfied with the name and the parent, just click publish. Now once you have that ready, you'll want to go to your food items, the food items that you've created already, and just make sure that, let's just go into edit this item for example, and you'll want to make sure that this button right here, the Deliverable button, is set to on. This allows for this item to be deliverable, since if this button is on, that means that the add to cart button will show next to it. If the menu card specifies that the add to cart button should be shown, we'll get to that in the next step. But if this item is set to non-deliverable, then the add to cart button next to this item won't be shown no matter what you do. Okay, so just make sure that this button is set to on for all of the items that you want to be included in your online ordering system. And of course, don't forget to save and update. You'll also want to go to your menu cards. Now if you go into the edit window of any particular menu card and you scroll down a bit, you'll see the show add to cart button and also the show prices button. Obviously if you're going to be using the online ordering system, then you'll want to show prices, and this is very important for the use of the online ordering system as well. The show add to cart button, if this is set to on, then that means that the add to cart button will be shown next to the food items if you of course set the individual food item to be sellable, as we did in the last step. If you, for example, have this show add to cart button to off and press update and go back and refresh our page, you'll see that this add to cart button is gone, which means that people won't be able to order anything off of this menu card. I'll just go ahead and set it back to on, since I want that menu card to be deliverable. And just so you know, what a lot of restaurants like to do is they create a separate menu card for online deliveries and for takeaways, because you may not be able to ship all of your beverage, for example, so you may not want to include that on the online delivery menu, and such and so forth. So you can just go ahead and create a separate online ordering menu card for that if you want. Next thing you'll want to do is go to the food, into the restaurant settings, and within that food and menu settings, and right here where it says home delivery menu page, you'll want to set the main home delivery menu card page that you want to use. So right now, if you open this up, you'll see all of the food categories that we have created in our website up till now, and I want the main online ordering menu card to be the main menu, so you'll need to set that. The reason this is important is because what you set here will actually be used on the empty shopping cart widget right here. As you can see, if you hover over the Visit Shop button, at the bottom you'll see that the main menu is highlighted. So if let's say you're on any page of the website, except the reservations page because that doesn't have a sidebar, but for example the coupons page, and you hover over the Visit Shop button, then and press it, you'll be taken to the main menu card. That's because that's the one I designated to be my main online delivery menu card. Next, you'll want to go to the single food item submenu in the settings, and you'll want to globally specify that the prices should be shown. Just this comes on by default, but just in case, just make sure that this is on. And next, you'll need to go to Shop Settings in the My Restaurant settings, Shop Settings. And there are a couple of things you'll need to fill out here. First of all, go to the main shop settings right here, and you'll need to fill out all the info here. So let's just go through them one by one. The shopping cart title is the title at the top of your shopping cart. Empty cart text, your cart is empty. That's what will be shown right here if your cart is empty. Checkout button text, proceed to checkout. If you have an item added, then proceed to checkout will be shown, since that's the text that we designated. Step 2 button text, order button text, add to cart button text. These are really self-explanatory actually. If you scroll down a bit to minimum order value, this is where you'll be able to specify from what order value you'll be able to ship your food. So let's say this is set to 7 right now, and since the mozzarella soup that's selected right here is $4 and I have shipping set to $5, that's $9 already, then the proceed to checkout button appears. But if I, for example, set the minimum order value to 20 and go down and save changes and go ahead and press refresh on this page, it already doesn't have the proceed to checkout button, and it says minimum order value $20. The 20, it's basically in dollars right now, but you can set the currency of your particular online ordering store in another menu setting. We'll get to that in a second. Also, you have the base shipping cost, and you can also set whether you'll be having free shipping for orders above a given amount. You can also set a return thank you page. This is the page that your visitors will be taken to once they complete their order. You can also set the products page URL and also the checkout page URL. This will be the page that we just created in the first step. So you'll need to make sure that this is set to checkout. If you don't specify this checkout page URL with this drop-down window, then your online ordering system won't work, because my restaurant theme won't know where it has to go. It won't have a checkout page designated where it can load the checkout data. So just make sure that this is set to your checkout page, whatever it may be. And you have a reset cart button, which basically means that the shopping cart will be reset once the customer completes his order. And I'll just switch that to yes and press save changes. Always remember to save your changes. Next, you'll go to delivery hours, and first of all, you'll want to make sure your time zone is set correctly to whichever time zone your restaurant is on, and then you can specify when your online ordering system will be available. Since if someone wants to order anything outside of this area, then the shopping cart widget won't let them. It'll tell them that your online ordering is not open at the moment. Please try back again later. And you can set the text that will be shown if this happens. Right now it's set to home delivery is currently closed. Please check back later, but you can set any text you want right here, even the opening times of your online delivery service or online ordering service, to be more precise. Next, you'll want to, of course, you have to save changes as always. Next, you'll go to PayPal settings and enable PayPal payment. If you want to accept debit cards, credit cards, and e-checks right away, right after activating My Restaurant Theme, if you have this setting set to off, then people won't be offered the chance to pay by credit card or debit card. They'll have to pay either in your restaurant if they choose the pickup option, or they'll have to pay your delivery man if they choose that option. Now there are a few settings that you'll need to set on the PayPal settings page. First of all, your PayPal email address. Once you open a PayPal account, you'll need to enter that PayPal email address into this field right here. Sandbox mode is for testing, so if you set it to on, then live payments won't be initiated on your ordering system. If you set it to off, then everything goes live. So that's when everything will go live. The currency that PayPal will use, that can be set right here. The currency symbol, and we need that because, for example, Danish krone, Polish zloty, and Norwegian krone, for example, Hungarian forint, PayPal doesn't give a currency symbol for that, and you can basically set whatever currency you want, currency symbol to be used right here. But the overall currency that will be used in PayPal will be this right here. You can set whether you want to collect the shipping address on PayPal as well. This is collected right on your website already, but you can collect it on PayPal as well. Usually you can set this to off because why have the person enter their address twice if it's a home delivery order. And you can also use PayPal profile-based shipping. That just means that if you want the person who's paying you, if they already have a PayPal email address set along with a PayPal profile that includes an address for them, you can use that to be their delivery address. But it's better to keep this on off because they might want to enter a different address. And of course, you'll want to press Save Changes as always. And you're almost done with the settings. You just need to set up the emails. Now, once someone places an order, they'll get an email, and you'll also get an email relevant to the order. And this is where you can set everything up. Notification email is the notification email addresses that you want to receive an email to once you get an online order. And you can set as many email addresses here as you want. You just have to separate them with commas. Your name as shown in email has to be in this format. So basically your restaurant's name followed by your email address in these little brackets, just like that. Okay, that's in this format is very important because this is how the emails will go out with this return delivery address, with this return email address. Your shop confirmation email subject is the email subject of the email that you will be getting once you get an online order. Your customer confirmation email subject is the email subject that your customer will get. And this field right here, this is you can specify what the content of the email that your shop receives, that your notification email addresses receive. And there are a whole bunch of variables that you can include in here. The variables are set right here. We also have some default text, but you can change this around if you want. Just make sure that if you want to use any variable, then you use exactly this format, as you can see in the examples. And you have the same for the customer confirmation email text. We already have some text here by default, but you'll probably want to change that. Okay. Next, you'll have to press Save Changes if you carried out any changes. And basically, that's pretty much everything about the home delivery system. Once you set all of that up, your website visitors will be able to use the home delivery system. They'll be able to use the shopping cart, add new items, subtract new items, and once they get above the minimum order value and the free shipping, they'll be able to get free shipping automatically as well. And then if you just press Proceed to Checkout, they'll be taken to the checkout container and review their order. press next, they'll be able to enter their delivery details and give you any comments. They can specify whether it will be a takeaway order or if they want it home delivered, and of course whether they want the order to go through right now or at a later time. And if they press later, they can choose from this nice little calendar widget and little slider things right here. So that's pretty neat. And of course, if they press next and don't fill out everything, then they'll be forced to fill out everything that they haven't filled out. And once they do fill everything, just like I did right now, and they press next, they'll be taken to a final confirmation page where they can choose whether they want to pay by credit card through PayPal or pay upon delivery. And once they choose either, they can press finish and they'll be taken to PayPal, or with the pay upon delivery option, their payment will be finalized or their order will be finalized, and they'll be able to pay your home delivery guy. Now there's one really nice marketing feature that I want to show you. It's how you can add an upsell field right into the checkout page. And as you can see here, this is basically what the person is ordering. And this is a really good marketing technique, as you'll probably know from your restaurant experience as well, that you can, right at the finalization of the order, you can just recommend a couple of things, and a lot of people will actually buy it just off the top of their heads. So what you'll need to do is go back to your WordPress administration panel and go to Shop Settings, and right here you can go to Upsell related items, and if you just go down just a bit, you can see this Enable Upsell area. You just go ahead and set that to on, and right after that you can select which category you want to display upsell items from, and you can either actually select or create a separate category for your upsell items. For example, you may want to, I don't know, sell your t-shirts as well, or whatever. Well, I'll just keep it to the desserts menu card that I've created already. And of course you can really mix and match everything, so as you know, you can select multiple categories for each food item, and let's say you wanted the upsell category to consist of your desserts, your beverages, your 2-liter Coke or Pepsi or whatever you have that you usually offer as an upsell. Just select that category and you just enter some of the text, the upsell area title, what you want for the title, and what you want to have in the upsell area description, and press Save Changes. And if you press refresh now, and as you can see, the upsell area has appeared, and people can, for example, click on the image of the upsell item, and if they press Add to Cart, then it will be added into their cart live. And once they press Next, everything that they added to their cart through this upsell area will be in their shopping cart. So that's basically everything you need to know about the online ordering system of MyRestaurantTheme. It's integrated right into your site, so you won't need to use any outside services or third-party software. So it's really useful if you have home delivery or you have a takeaway service, for example. But even if you don't have that yet, you can actually build it through this module of MyRestaurantTheme. So this is a really great part of and you can actually increase your business volume through using this module. So thanks for watching this video. If you need to, then of course you can watch it twice, because we covered a lot of things in it. And if you have any questions, email us, of course, or go ahead and post them on the forum. And we'll see you in the next tutorial then. Bye.